Alrighty, welcome in. Hello, coconuts. Happy Tuesday. I hope everyone had an amazing day today and are ready to jump back into this page because we're almost, I was about to lie, we ain't almost done with nothing, but we're in a good spot. We're in a good spot. So I did decide I'm going to do her sweater like an orangey color. TBD on sweater like an orangey color. TBD on what orange specifically, but we're gonna figure that out right now. So I'm gonna do her sweater orange. I think I'm gonna do the chair like a light blue velvet vibe with some contrast piping, and then move out from there. So that's the vibe. I think I'm gonna come in with just straight up orange YR3 for the sweater as the base color. Oh, do I have my page protector? Sure don't. It didn't leak through. Thank goodness. For our spooky season. I'm gonna make the texture like kind of fuzzy on here once we start adding in the dimension and everything. So it really gives cozy sweater vibes. I feel like there's like little strays on here. Hey, Mel. This is a juicy marker. I feel like I never use orange, so this is her time to shine. She's been saving all the juice for this moment. There's like some stray pencil or something that's getting picked up, so I gotta be careful. I forgot my water bottle. No! I looked at it. I was like, I'm gonna put this right here. And then I'm gonna change, and then I'm gonna pick it up. Sure didn't. Now I gotta text Mr. Coco. Come hither with my water, please. I have an ASMR worthy voice. Thank you. I do put a lot of people to sleep in here on a regular basis, so I think I'm ASMR adjacent. I'm somewhere in that hemisphere for sure. I thought I saw. Nope. And to keep it from streaking, you just want to make sure you're fully saturating each section. And you want to make sure it's still wet while you're working. If you let it dry down in between, that's when you start to get the streaks. in the overlapping. Hey, Stephanie. All right. I think this is really like a sweater and like little shorts, but I think I'm gonna just act like it's a sweater dress because that's what I want to do. And I'm gonna transform it. It can really be whatever we want. I'm cool with the illustrator, so I don't think she would mind. It's very vibrant right now, but we're going to add in some tones. I still want it to be like very orange forward, but a little more toned down. All right, oops. So now for layering, let's see what we can do. Hideous. Alright, I'm gonna come in with Tiger Lily YR172 and start to add in some of our shading. Hey, welcome in, y'all. Welcome in. was doing my last minute runarounds today. Because tomorrow's Michael's first day. 3rd grade, woo woo. He's excited. I may have put those words into his mouth. I don't know if he would say he's excited, but he's ready. And he's going. Because I'm ready, okay? Mama's ready to get him up out of here. Back to the school. It's the best time of the year. But I do get a little sad when he's not here. I do. It's like I'm used to him being here once the summer is over. After 20 minutes when I don't hear, hey mommy, look. I'm like, oh. But he already threatened me and said he was going to wake up in the middle of the night and crawl into our bed. That's a threat. Because he doesn't know how to sleep. He be trying to share my mom cozy pillow. I think it's just so comfortable. Okay, well, it's a maternity pillow. Okay, I've earned this. And this has officially taken up your space in my bed. Thank you. All right, so I want to find an orange acrylic to start giving us our fuzzy wuzzy texture. This is a very light orange. Just mixing it up a little bit. This is a very light orange. It's not the color of the cap. Of course not. Why would it be? It never is. So I need to find something I can mix with it to make it a little bit darker. If I have that, let us hope. It's also a very light orange. Still light orange, but maybe perhaps kind of sort of. It's not orange at all. Come on, man. Maybe I need to go like more in the brown direction. Hell no. Hell no. Alright, this is my last resort. If I don't have one in this stash, then I might have to change plans. Hey, Brick Roller. Twin, where have you been? I already know you're gonna be absolutely incorrect. Tisk, tisk, tisk. No good orange options. This might do something. let us pray that one of these here works. This one's not bad. And that's the darkest one I got, huh? Sheesh. Well, we might just have to make that work. We might just have to make that work. I feel like I had this issue when we did the green sweater. What did I do for that? Let's see. I made the coloring book. You can get yours in the link in my bio. This is volume 9, the spooky edition. I'm watching back my own TikTok to see what I did for the green fuzzy sweater when I didn't have the color that matched. I just covered the whole thing and prayed. Well, sounds like a plan. So I'm gonna come in with this grabby, and it doesn't look like it has a name, but there's a number 7 on the cap. So I'm gonna just start to fuzzify. Wish this was like a little bit darker, but maybe it will dry a little darker. This is a grabby acrylic marker, so it's paint and a marker. That's why it's able to just cover up anything it's on top of. So I'll be able to like do a toning effect with some pencils after. Whoa. To be able to get some of that depth back, but it will be a little bit more work. Yes. Thank you for your support. Do you plan on coloring it, or are you a collector? We have a pretty even mix of people who purchase to collect and purchase to color. These grabby pens, I don't grab them as often because the tip is plastic and it's like a scratchy sensation. Oh, I'm missing a light. That's why it seems a little darker than usual. Let there be light. And I'd much rather have a felt tip, but this was the marker and the color I needed, so I guess we're just gonna have to have scratchy sensations. Thank you, thank you. When did you look at the books for this month? I really want you to do the side quest. I saw that there was a side quest. I looked at the main book. I did not investigate the side quest. What are the actual like details of doing the side quest? I need you to investigate the side quest. It's a cute little book. Only 300 pages. Don already done. Oh, Don already did it. Hey, Miss Donna. How you doing? Are we going to discuss the side quest in the next meeting? Is it just like an optional second book for the month? Alright, the color isn't throwing me off that much anymore. Hey, welcome in. A while ago on Insta, you asked what we would like. Oops, I missed that. Can we please get a face Facebook? Are you the person who said, I know I've asked this before and you said no, but I'm going to ask again? Because I remember laughing at that specifically. Like, not you just ignoring me saying no and asking again. I think I already answered it. Hi, Coco. Question: what's your preferred brand of acrylic markers? I would say for like more of a opaque finish, I would go for the Ohuhu or the Grabbies. This one is the Grabby. And then for like more of like a sheer or small details, I usually tend to do the Sharpie creative markers. You're welcome. I have everything that I like also linked in my bio. My acrylic and alcohol favorites. I really wish I had another orange that was like one shade darker than this that I could layer with this one. I'm hyperfixating on it a little bit. My mind is trying to do some equations to figure out what's another way around this. oranges and pinks, I think marker companies have a hard time with. Like, it gets too neon too quick. Too quick. But I would like a burnt orange option. That would have been nice. Also, with the grabby pencils, you have to kind of like shake and pump them because the ink dries out. With the Sharpie Creative and the Ohuhu Creative, you don't gotta do all that. You live your life. At least it dries a little darker, because if it just stayed this like creamsicle color, I would be crashing now. I would. I am in a reading slump, so should I start with the side quest and then do the main book? What's more important that I read? Because I'm just not, my attention span is fleeting. It's very hard to keep my attention right now. Anytime I start a book, I'm like, no. Also, my reading time directly competes with my sleeping/napping time. And at this current place in my life, I don't think you can really compete with sleep. I'm just gonna put that out there, you know. Nothing sounds better than a nap right now. Nothing. Audiobooks are really hard for me because that really doesn't keep my attention. I'll be in la la land. I need eyeballs on words, or 20 minutes later I'm like, damn, I ain't been listening to nothing this thing has said. Thank you, thank you. I feel like if I was doing something like cleaning, I feel like that might work. Because my mind will be occupied with something in front of me. Like, I can't color with an audiobook because when I'm coloring, my mind is sorting things out. Which is why there's like long, awkward silences when I'm on here, because my mind is elsewhere often. You know what I mean? So I'm like doing a deep cleaning in the back of the brain, and the next thing you know, I missed 2.5 chapters. But cleaning, I don't really be thinking about nothing. Except I'd rather not be cleaning. Thank you for the nail love. I haven't tried immersive reading yet, and I've been really wanting to. So I need to give that a go too. But sometimes the voices I hear in my head don't match the narrator. I listened to last month's book while I was working on drawing. I can draw and listen to a book. So maybe I'll try that. I had some book cover options that were due today for Passport to Paradise, my next book coming out. Well, not the next one coming out, my last book in my 3-book deal. And let's just say I didn't turn those in today. Let's just say I haven't started them. You know what I mean? Let's say that hypothetically. So that's what I'm gonna do tomorrow. Maybe I'll do a little bit tonight too. I have another book deal in my inbox. I've been reviewing it. I'm likely going to sign, but I have yet to commit. But the deal is on the table. I've gone back and forth with them a couple times. And they're very patient, which is required. Because I have many questions. And they've been great, so I don't see why it wouldn't happen. And this deal would be nice because it would be me expanding on some of my older books, plus a children's book. So that would be ideal. Because we know Coco love the kids. We know Coco love the kids. So the crazy thing is we're talking about 2 deals at once, which is what is making it like a little slower for me to like process, I think. Because we have another deal that's more long term, because that would require me to write an actual book, like a book, not a coloring book, like a book. So that's like a little bit more of a conversation. So all the things, but I'm gonna figure that out soon because I need to get stuff in order before the little girl arrives. So I told myself I'm locking in. A lot of people lock in around this time of year. Well, a lot of people set intentions of locking in this time of year. And we know sometimes intentions ain't enough, but I really do want to finish the year strong. It got really rocky in the middle, like ghetto as hell in the middle, like stupid. Didn't make any sense, but I want to finish the year strong so that I can just enjoy being a mommy again. My best memories of my entire life are the 4 months after I brought Michael home from the hospital. I have such fond memories of early motherhood, and I know that's kind of like rare. Usually people are like, oh, the newborn stage. I loved it more than anything. I did have the baby blues maybe week 2 after he was born. And it didn't last long. For me, baby blues can turn into postpartum depression really quickly. So I was very aware and communicative with my mom and my husband, like what I was feeling and like what support I needed, and then it passed. But other than that, I was just so happy. I was so excited every time he woke me up because I just got to hold him and smell him and feed him, and I was just so happy. And I want to be able to create a space to have those feelings with my new baby, because I've never had a baby while I was an entrepreneur, and being an entrepreneur has a whole different set of feelings that can kind of permeate into all aspects of your life. So I want to make sure that I'm just in a good space with my business, because it does have a pretty direct impact on how I view other things going on in my life, whether I wanted to or not. So I'm locking in. Y'all want to lock in with me? Let's all lock in. Whatever goals you guys have that maybe you set out for in the beginning of the year and you haven't quite got it where you wanted, or new things that you've decided that you want to set as goals for yourself, and let's just finish the year out strong. Let's do it. Why not? If you have health or fitness goals, financial goals, academic goals, faith goals, whatever you want to do, let's lock in. Have a nice sprint towards the end of the year. That's how I'm thinking of this. It's not I'm not going into it thinking about it in terms of I need to be a whole new person by the end of the year and I need to make all these lifestyle changes. This is a good old down and dirty sprint to the finish line. You know what I mean? I'm gonna lock in a way that I'm not necessarily trying to sustain forever, but just to reset. That's what I'm trying to do. Because sometimes you just need to hit the reset button and boost yourself. And that's what I'm going to do. This is my Coloring with Coco Volume 9 Spooky Edition. The new spiral bound. And you guys can get this in the link in my bio. Y'all are going to do it with me? Okay, let's do it. I'm not putting rules to it. Some people do the winter arc or, 75 hard or those different challenges where you have rules. So if you're someone who needs rules, the only rule I have is whatever I say I'm going to do, I am going to do it. I'm not breaking any promises to myself. If I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it within the time I said I'm going to do it. That's the only rule. Do not break any promises you make to yourself. Not one. If I gotta break a promise to somebody else, well, so be it. I can't be the one who always gets the broken promises. I gotta start delivering on the things I say I'm gonna do. So, I've been doing a little writing. Okay, a little writing. You want to lock in on it? Because that's what it sounded like you was telling me. It sounded like you want to lock in on the little writing. And make it big writing, not the little one. Hey, hey. You can really change your life in like a short amount of time, but you don't have to, like, the goal doesn't always have to be like, I want to change my life. I want to be living a completely different life. That's a lot. I know it sounds good, but it's a lot. A whole new life is crazy. Sometimes you just need some changes, some adjustments. All you need is a little shaping. And you'll be in a much better position without having to abandon everything that you once knew. My life is going to change significantly because I'm having a baby, so I don't really have a choice. She gonna shake it up regardless. Ready or not, here I come. But I just want to get to a place where I feel like things are under control. I feel out of control right now, and I want things to be under control. I get caught up, I think about things too much. Too much thinking, not enough doing. I think about all the different scenarios, all the different ways things could happen. And I need to think about the actions and then do it. This is not the time for the 21 questions. Just get it done. But I feel like everyone feels funny right now. Like just the overall sentiment, at least the people that I share internet space with. Seems like there's just an air of unsettledness that's going on. A lot of people, I mean, this is like, what a time, you know, what a time. But I think that there's just a time to focus on what you can control and leave the rest to God, because you will stress yourself out. You will stress yourself out over things that don't care if you're stressed or not. I stress out about things all the time that are completely out of my control. So stressing about things that I can't change, what's that gonna do? Besides raise my blood pressure. Ain't nobody got time for that. So I'm gonna let that go and do what I can control and see where that gets me. So I was telling my mom, was it my mom? I think it was my mom. I was like, I'm having a hard time choosing to be happy. I'm not sad, right? But it's like, I'm just kind of like here, you know? And a lot of it can be hormonal, you know, you're pregnant, it's like a lot of vibes. But I'm having a hard time of like being happy in like the day to day. Like I just feel kind of like I'm on autopilot, and I don't remember being like this for such an extended period of time. Like usually like I'm happy doing little things, and now I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just existing, if that makes sense. And I don't want to just exist. Like I want to live and I want to be happy. Like I want to choose that. But when I try to choose it, it don't choose me back. I'm like, hello, I choose you. It's like, actually, we have plans. So I'm like, okay, all right, well, I guess I'll just be dry. That'll do it. But like, I'm happy to not be sad. But I would also like a little joy. So that's what I'm gonna figure out. I should start journaling again. I need to like make time to do things that I like doing. I can't just push things off because I have so many other things to do. You know how that goes. This is Tiger Lily. Where it just is like constantly pushing aside the things that you actually enjoy because you have responsibilities and things. And the reality is you can always make time. You can. So I'm going to prioritize doing some things that make me happy. That's what I'm going to do. I can't just choose joy and not put any action behind. I got to do something about it. Damn it. All right. And then I'm going to put some orange on top. Yeah. All right. This ain't so bad after all. Y'all, I was getting scared. I was trying to keep it cool, but I was a little nervous about this. Much better. So we're all going to be locked in. We're going to work on keeping the promises that we make to ourselves. We're going to make some moves. Prioritizing what makes us happy, even if that means putting some people on hold for a little bit, which can get uncomfortable. You know, once you start laying down boundaries, people start to show their true colors. And sometimes those colors ain't as pretty as you thought they were. Well, that's good. Let it be revealed to you. I always say, when you want to see someone's true colors, weddings, funerals, or a boundary, it makes it leap right out. They cannot hide who they are. comes right to the front. Usually takes me about 6 to 8 hours to finish a page. I didn't anticipate doing all this on the sweater, I'm not gonna lie, but that's usually my issue, is that everything is always a cute, fun idea until I'm 45 minutes in and I only got a sleeve done. Thank you, thank you. I won't tell the others. It's just between me and you, friend. I didn't see nothing, I didn't hear nothing. Oh, my husband's still up. He can bring my water. I'm about to text him. Water. I would just send him the SpongeBob gif, but he don't understand SpongeBob references. 10-year-old me would be disturbed to know that I married someone who doesn't understand SpongeBob references, but he checks a lot of boxes, just not that one. Can you bring my water, babe? Nightstand. He'll understand what that means. Okay. Yay. Did you make the texture of the sweater that way? As opposed to it coming like this? Okay. Thank you.
Is that good?
Is it good? My book?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you like it?
Yeah. Colors, I like the colors.
Do you like the sweater?
Yeah, yeah. Orange and blue.
Can you see it from there? Come look at it. Come take a gander. Look at my work.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Scale of 1 to 10.
I'll give it a 10. I was gonna say 5 for a 10. No, I'm kidding.
A 10?
Yeah, it's good. I like it a lot.
Not a 20?
No, it's like a 10.
Get out. And close my door. How are you gonna give a 10 out of 10? Do you know how long this would have took? Give me a 20. He knows I'm a Leo, damn it. 10 out of 10, that's baby stuff. I need 20s. He's so cute. He got so many teeth. He got so many teeth. Every time he smiles, I'm like, oh, he's so cute. All right, we got a good sweater going. I'll add more details to it later. Let's move on. Let's move on. All right. So, I'm going to do the chair next. I'm not convinced on the makeup look yet. I'm not like convinced with what's in my heart right now. So, I'm going to save that. So, I think I want to do kind of like a blue-gray velvet vibe for the chair. Definitely not burgundy. I like to work in like more, I don't want to say sensical color palettes, but like more thematic. All right. So I'm gonna do Arctic Blue. I don't understand how I said like a blue gray and then you said violet. Now. Is this juicy? This marker feels like it's gonna betray me. I'm gonna work in small sections. So I don't want to introduce a whole bunch of color right away when we have so many elements in the back. So I want to keep it like pretty limited and then expand as we work our way back. Yep, this is my book. This is Color Rococo Volume 9, the Spooky Edition. The browns you use are the Ohuhu. I use Ohuhu and Cali Art. So sometimes it's one or the other, sometimes it's both. I think on this one I only used Ohuhu if I recall. I think I used Yellow Ochre. With the Ohuhu fine tips, you're not going to be able to get as smooth. It just doesn't cover enough surface area and it doesn't deposit a lot of ink on the page at once, which means it dries really fast, and then that's what's going to give you streaks. So you're going to have a little bit of a harder time being able to get a smooth finish with the fine tip for sure. Yep, I have a whole video on my page that shows like all my favorite supplies, and then everything is also linked in my bio on my Amazon. And then I have like a 20-minute version of my favorite supplies on my YouTube channel. Which, guys, we hit 50,000 subscribers on my YouTube. I was gagged. I was telling my son, I said, Michael, we hit 50,000 subscribers on YouTube. He said, what? You're halfway to a play button. I was like, I know. He was like, so if you just double it, how long did it take you to hit that? Because then if you just double that time, then we'll know when you'll get a play button. I was like, oh, 10 years. He said, what? I said, yeah, I've been posting on YouTube for 10 years. He said, oh. I was like, yeah. But I've been through many iterations of YouTube. So me posting in this version of me, it's probably been like 2 years. So he didn't really have much to say after that. He disengaged pretty quickly after that. He said, girl, call me in a decade. I think YouTube started growing when I stopped caring. I cared too much, and then when I just was like, whatever, forget it, I'm gonna just post whatever over there. And then it was like, yeah, we love this. And I was like, what? Okay. Sounds good to me. Oh, I gotta be careful around the orange. He's trying to come with me. And you think I should start campaigning? YouTube is my first love. I just knew I was gonna be a YouTuber. Before YouTuber was like a thing, before it was even a career, I was like, that's what I'm gonna do with my life. The markers do bleed through because they're alcohol based, so they bleed to the other side. So I include these acrylic sheets with your book so that you can just pop it behind as a page protector. Protects whatever you have behind there, and you can color worry free. Usually markers that don't leak are like water-based, like your Crayolas. Unless you use a really thick paper, which I don't love using thick paper with alcohol markers because it absorbs too much of your ink, so they dry out faster and the color is not as vibrant. So I don't like coloring on like cardstock or anything super thick. Ohuhu has some leak-proof paper I've tried, and I have had a couple spots where it did leak a little bit, but for the most part it is very leak-proof, but I have trust issues. So I'd rather just put the page protector. I live for your coconut coloring account. Also your vlogs I live for. I know, I love my vlog. No one cares about my vlogs. only my friends watch my vlogs. And I love them. I love vlogging. I vlog for myself anyway, so once the little coconut comes, I'm definitely gonna be vlogging again because I need memories. I still watch all the vlogs from 2017. I've been so like wrapped up in everything. I hadn't even been posting on my coconut coloring account, but I'm gonna be back on there. I love my nonsense. Hey, my pages are not completely smooth, so they have like a vellum texture. So I like a page with like a little bit of texture, so they're not like Bristol smooth. They're like a vellum, if that makes sense. So a tiny bit of texture. How many hours do you dedicate to your art business a day? To my art business a day? I would say anywhere from 9 to 11 hours a day. That's all I really do. So I'm either making inventory, I'm answering messages, I'm creating content, I'm editing videos, I'm meeting, I'm drawing, I'm coloring, I'm live, I work a lot. I work a lot. They say you quit your 9 to 5 to work 24/7 when you choose entrepreneurship. So it is very time consuming, but it's a unique line of work. So like right now I'm working on my art business. So that's kind of like a cheat code, because in reality I'm coloring with a camera setup. But this is also obviously content creation, and it's marketing for my book because I draw everything that I color. I talk to you guys about my book. I show you how I do it. And it's all a part of the bigger art business. So but just like everybody else, there are days where I don't want to clock in, or I'm tired, or I don't feel like it, I don't feel inspired, and I gotta do it anyway. I do think of this as work. I try not to become overly comfortable where I start slacking and not showing up, and I try to differentiate that with listening to my body. Like sometimes I really do need to like take it easy and pump the brakes, but there are times where I am just being a whiny baby and I need to just clock in. Of course. I used to spend even more time when I was first doing Coco Michelle. I was working full time. I had a 9 to 5 job, and I would be up. I would start working like, I would get my son, we'd eat dinner, and then I would start working at like 7 p.m. and I'll be working until like 4 a.m. And then on my lunch break, I would be shipping out orders and answering comments on my posts. And I was just like completely obsessed, out of control. I just had a lot of conviction. I just knew it was gonna turn into something. And I didn't give myself any other option. I said, this is it. So I gotta do what I gotta do. And that's what I did. You can get my coloring books in the link in my bio. I make these are all my illustrations. I am the artist, so I make these books myself, all me. And the link is in my bio. So I'm gonna use the base color that I used on her hair and her little cat as the piping color. So this is Napoleon Blue PB4. The book is in stock right now, unless it's sold out since I was on here. It was in stock last time I looked. Yes, I do layer markers to create shadows. And then on top of that, I usually put colored pencil to really build the depth. Of course, you can screenshot. I wouldn't even be able to stop you. You ever notice you can't screenshot the Chick-fil-A app? I was trying to send my husband the barcode so he could use, our account to get the points. You take a screenshot of that joint and it's just a blank screen. I said, what? So then I tried to screen record it, blank screen. So then I was like, okay, I'm gonna FaceTime you and share my screen. I want these points. I FaceTime him, I share my screen, I can see the barcode, he says it's just a blank screen on his end. I said, what? Now, what kind of Wakanda ass technology does Chick-fil-A have? Okay? What you mean you can't see the barcode? I was shook. I said, we'll forget it. I was mad because I literally reloaded my account so that he could scan it. So they just took my coins and then I couldn't even use it. I said, if you want to use these points, bring your ass. Don't be trying to send in, because all my other little loyalty things, I do a quick little screenshot, send, scan, boom, no problems. All right, that's looking good. Now let's figure out. I'm gonna take. Do I have a fresh Arctic Blue? Because this Arctic Blue felt a little dry. Is this actually? Oh, this is a Honolulu Plus marker. So this is the Ohuhu collection where the brushes are like more spongy. They feel more like a Copic marker tip and they're not as juicy. So it feels kind of like it's dry, but it's really just like slow flow ink, if that makes sense. So I'm just gonna come in and layer the same color on top of itself to start creating some depth here. I'm gonna do that over here as well. Hey, hey. Hey, Charlie, welcome in. to the chair like a dark, the same as the piping. Alrighty. So I'm gonna start kind of figuring out what the other elements are gonna look like here. I'm gonna start doing some of the stuff on the shelf. I'm gonna do the color pencil and stuff later. I wanna get some of these colors ironed out. Let's see. So I'm gonna do terracotta for the color of the shelf. So I'm gonna make it like wooden. And so do my terracotta. I mean, this is not terracotta. This gotta be the one that's flipped. This is burn. I do not use the colorless blender because it actually takes the pigment off the page instead of blending it. So I don't like that. I'll just blend colors together using 2 markers versus using that as like a medium in between them. It works great as like an eraser though. If you have a little spot of marker that you want to get up, you can put the colorless blender on it and kind of rub it over it a few times and it will take it right off. What type of color pencils work well with these markers that you're using on top of each other? I typically use Caran d'Ache color pencils or Prismacolor color pencils. If you're looking for something more entry level, Amazon Basics have like a good like beginner set of pencils as well. But I would say Prismacolor is like best bang for your buck. Caran d'Ache is like artist quality. Derwent, Faber-Castell, those are all like artist quality. Ohuhu has color pencils too that I've been reaching for a little bit more often. And I'm not mad at them. They had a rocky start with me, but I feel like I'm like almost committed to approving them. There's just some that are not the same quality for whatever reason. Like they're a little inconsistent. Alright. This book is available on my website. This is Coloring with Coco Volume 9, Spooky Edition. What song is this? I have no idea. It's just a copyright-free playlist. Alright. do this pumpkin. I'm gonna do quince as the base color because I want there to be like a little bit of like yellowy undertones. So I'm just popping this in. Don't want it to be perfect because I want to go over all of that. And then I'm going to come in with orange and work my way up, like these flicking strokes. Kind of doing it like how I would do hair. Okay, gives it like a little bit of a glow. And then I'm gonna come in with Tiger Lily. Just add a little dimension. Do it on the top as well. Pumpkin. Yes. Thank you, thank you. Do a little pencil on top. Sorry, that was loud. This is Caran d'Ache in Cornelian. Just kind of blending it out a little. Thank you, Shonda. Alright. I'm going to come in with golden bismuth yellow. I do not frame my artwork. I make a lot of art. I don't think I have enough walls. Alright. I need like a darker color. Probably gonna need to do like a brown. I'm gonna come in with Cinnamon by Caran d'Ache. And just blend. Thank you guys for the follows. Appreciate it, appreciate you. I also post the replays on YouTube, so if you ever miss something, or you want to see a specific part again, you can catch the replay on YouTube. I'm gonna come in with pink white, just add some highlight. Okay. First, I'm gonna take a sip of water. My straw is starting to do a whistle sound every time I take a sip, and I don't like that. Alright, I'm gonna do the stem bronze green. Cute. And I'm gonna carry that down into these leaves actually, while we have it handy. I love how everything looks moisturized. That's right. It's very important. Moisturize. It's a way of life. I am gonna take a break after I have the baby for at least 6 weeks. I'll probably still post content, just not the lives and not as often. I'll still be active in the coloring club, posting updates, sending out the freebies and all of that. But I will be absent for a bit. This is Coloring with Coco Volume 9, the Spooky Edition. Very cute. That back. Yes, there are things that go in the coloring club that are exclusive to the coloring club that aren't in any books. And then there are things that come out in the coloring club before they come out in books. So they get it first or they get it exclusively. And then also they get pages in current books too. And this is Deep Olive Green. Thank you. I'm officially 6 months pregnant today, or yesterday actually. I didn't realize that. I was like, ooh, child, this is going by a little too quick. Hold on now. when my when my best friend was here, my best friend surprised my son for his birthday party. But she had to fly out the next day at like 4 a.m. Mind you, her flight ended up getting delayed, so we did all that for nothing. But, such is life. But she was coming in the room because Michael had crawled into our bed as always. And she ran into my husband in the hallway. She was like, "Oh, is Munchkin in there?" He was like, "Yeah, but your friend in there, she getting dressed. She probably don't got no clothes on." So she was like, oh, "Okay." So I was in the bathroom. I didn't have my contacts in. Like, I'm disoriented. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. So I like hear some like ruffling sounds outside of my bathroom. So I like cracked the door, but I was like, "Hello? Somebody out there?" And she was like, "It's me." And I'm like, "Huh?" She's like, "It's me." I'm like, "Huh?" She's like, "It's me." I'm like, "I ain't got no clothes on." She was like, "Okay." I'm saying bye to Munchkin. I'm like, "What?" I can't hear you. Because I couldn't see. And I was sounding just like that that cop cam. Where he's like, "Huh? Stop sign." That was literally me. I could not hear nothing. I was so disoriented. I'm like, I can't see. I need my glasses. I can't hear you. I couldn't hear nothing. Net is doing good. She's doing good. She's coming up on 1 year married. Next week will be 1 year. Can you believe that? That was already a year ago. Crazy. She was in here last night, actually. And she is forever raggedy. She gave me my birthday card when she was here last week, and it literally said Dusty as my name. And this is olive black. Just a blend. I'm Dusty, she's raggedy. Me too. I say stop sign so much. And I need everyone to know what I'm talking about. Like, if you don't know what I mean when I say stop sign, that's grounds for dismissal. You're out of here. You're gone. You're done. You're done. You're done. Stop sign. What stop sign? Nobody said stop sign but you. I can't believe this. Now hold it. Don't go searching my car. That whole video is hilarious. It's unfortunate, but it's hilarious from start to finish. The first time I saw, I was already in tears as soon as he said, "You want telling me what you stopping me for?" The way he was on 100 immediately, and I like God really favors him because he had the right cop. He had the right cop because that cop was thoroughly amused and was entertaining the shenanigans. That could have went so left. That could have went so very left so quickly. Because the way that cop calmly said, "You mind handing me that beer?" Excuse me? He said, "I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't even drink." I think you just lied, actually. I know for a fact that's the bold-faced lie, actually, sir. This is Sycamore. He said, I can't believe they got a warrant for my arrest. He said, I do? Sir, don't say nothing else. Don't say nothing else. Not one more word out of you. Pretty leaves. And this is just pink white to add a little shine. So you do coloring pencils over your marker to help with blending, adding highlights. Exactly. That's exactly right. I can get way more detail and dimension when I layer the two versus just using one or the other. I'm just doing some shadows using black because I don't got time to be playing around. I'm going straight in. Don't got time for no dark green. That's really not that dark right now. Not right now. All right. I'm gonna do thin persimmon as the base. A little dirt. Come on top of that. Where's the marker I had before? Here it is. This is brown. This is a brown pencil. Caran dash. I'm getting a little bit of black because ain't nobody got time for that. All right, I'm just going through and like finding where I can kind of like tie things together. So I'm gonna make the top of this table same as this. I like to create triangulation so that I know that it's not like random colors. I don't like that. I don't like that. So I'm gonna come in with this same brown. I think I'm gonna make the legs on this on this table, gold. So I'm gonna come in with, where are you? Milk white, where are you? I ain't seen you in a minute, matter of fact. Do I have any milk white? All right, you 3 seconds before I move on to a different base. So there you are. Alright, Milk Way is layer 1. Scooch you up a little. Alright, then I'm going to come on top. Let's do, I want to do rose beige. I want to do something in between. I want it to be kind of like antique-y gold, so not too yellow. So I'll do sand, E220, E220. And then I'm going to do, actually I want to use white. Right in the center there. I'll do little accents up here. And then I'm going to kind of blend a little bit. Thank you for the nail bend. And this is Burnt Ochre 50% by Karen Dash. Alright, and then I'm going to use a little bit of a darker color. This is Burnt Sienna Faber-Castell pencil. Just add like a little bit more dimension. Cute. Back with my white Karen Dash pencil. Alright. Looking good so far, looking good. I'm just looking around. How do I want to do that? I'm gonna make this. Make these like little like, what are those called? Diffuser sticks. And this is Thin Persimmon by Karen Dash. And then I'm gonna make the oil. Milk White. And then I'm gonna use the Arctic Blue itching on the bottle. Okay, and then I'm gonna take a light pencil. Why is my arm itching like that? Did someone bite me? Alright. I'm gonna take my Caran d'Ache pencil in silver gray and kind of put it all over the bottle. Okay, and then I'm going to take whites, my white Sharpie Creative marker. And this has, looks like I used that on top of a different color. So now it's a little yellow. So try another one. Okay, this one's white. And then I want to just add a little highlights. Alright, cute. And then I'm going to do this as like a little green, like a dark green glass jar with a little beige label. So I want it to be kind of like antique-y. So I'm coming in with Ohuhu and milk white. I'm gonna kind of like do the edges. Looks a little weathered. And then come back with the milk white to blur it. All right. About to sneeze. Sneezing when pregnant, like, just electrocute me. Because what is all of that? It's literally a shock that goes through my whole body. It's so extra and dramatic. It's unnecessary. Thank you guys. All right, coming in with that bronze green. Using a super light hand because there's not a lot of space and I don't want the ink to go too far away from where I'm telling it to go. Alright, I'm gonna let that dry for a little bit. Let that dry. While that dries, I'm gonna come in with yellow ochre for this cork. Right? Like, what is the need for the electric current going through my body? I feel like I already got a lot going on. I don't need sneezes to be a scary part of my day. I'm like bracing myself for impact. Alright, coming in with the deep olive green. This is a Cali Art color. Focusing on the outside. Thank you guys for the follows. All right. I wanted to have like kind of like a glowiness to it. So I'm gonna come in with Sycamore. This is one of the Ohuhu pencils I was talking about earlier. Like, I'm reaching for them. And the ones that I like, I love. But every once in a while, I get one and I'm like, I don't like these. I haven't really had many cravings lately. Sour has been kind of like an ongoing theme. Like, I like lots of lemon and citrus. I've had more aversions than cravings in my second trimester. So right now, like, I thought chocolate sounded good. I tasted it. I said, I don't ever want to taste that again. So chocolate is out. I would still love a turkey sandwich and I can't have it. So my cravings right now have been things I can't have. Like, I've been wanting what kind of is that gonna be? I don't know what that means. I've been wanting sushi bad. I've been wanting sushi real bad. I've been wanting turkey and cheese sandwich, a margarita. So those the cravings have been unfulfilled, unfortunately. Are you allowed to cook? Yes, you can. You can heat it up and it will kill like whatever lingering bacteria could be on there that could cause listeria. But I don't want hot turkey. I want the turkey. The cold cuts. This is Dark Brown by Prisma. Thank you for the nail love. Yep, these are my nails. Get the thumb in there. It's the cat eye, so it's like all ooh. Mint. Thank you. Now my nose feels like it wants to start running. That's not an option. I can't actually get sick right now, so whatever's going on with my immune system, figure it out. Germs, you don't gotta go home, but find you something better to do. I do make the pages myself. I do. This is from Culinary with Coco Volume 9. Just linked on my bio. This is the spooky edition. And that's spooky jar. Can y'all even see? Can y'all even see the attention to detail? Okay, wake up, pay attention. All right. I think I'm gonna do a gold frame. All right, this is milk white. Not you, friend, the people that weren't paying attention. You know, because people come in here and go to sleep. They wake up drooling, the live is over, okay? Now they're watching somebody eat cornstarch. They're like, how did I get here? Because you fell asleep. Because you fell asleep. Done missed the whole show. This is sand. Anytime I fall asleep on TikTok live, I wake up and I'm like, what is this? It's either people eating them cornstarch bricks. Is it cornstarch? It is, right? I don't even know. Or the people who be like putting all the soap and stuff in a big bowl with sponges. I don't understand it. People be telling them what to put in there. What's the reason? Don't even be cleaning nothing. Like, what are we doing here? And I don't yuck anybody's yums. I'm trying to understand. What are we getting out of this? I am confused. The cornstarch thing, whenever I see that, I think of that lady who asked, does anyone care about their health? That can't be good for you. That amount, that can, of anything. And they just be tearing it up. I'm like, are you putting it on for the show, or is this very enjoyable for you? And you're just letting us in on it. Or the people sleeping in, they have a list of gifts that you can send to annoy them to wake them up. What? So people fake sleep on TikTok and then you can annoy. That gotta be for the kids. That gotta be for the kids playing on their mama's phone. Cause what the hell I look like doing it when I could be asleep myself? I didn't see your message before. I just see there. I didn't see what you said before that, Hannah. Pinky Doll is pregnant? Wow. Everybody pregnant. Pinky Doll is pregnant? Wow. Pinky Doll was like a phenomenon that I was like, listen. She was making a lot of money. Pinky Doll is one of those people that come online and they make you question, like, so what am I doing? Because she says she made 10 stacks in an hour. Talking about riding like a cowboy. Yeehaw. Some main math in here. You know? She make you pause for a second. Like, now me, I'm not set up to do that. My secondhand embarrassment is too strong, so I couldn't even really watch her for real without me feeling embarrassed. So there ain't no way I was about to get on here talking about riding nothing like a cowboy. It just wasn't in my cards. But she did make me question, you know, like, could I? Just like that guy who was doing all the glizzy, the glizzy sound effects, making stupid money. And my question remains, who is paying y'all? In this economy, who has a spare coin to give to somebody doing nonsense? Just nonsense. Right. I would never even be able to get into character, let alone stay in character. Like, what are we talking about here? I hope they use that money wisely. I will also feel like every day I wake up, I'll be like, well, that's it. My 15 minutes is for sure up. Ain't no way someone's gonna tune in again after watching me do this for 3 weeks straight. We're up. Ain't no way someone's gonna tune in again after watching me do this for 3 weeks straight. I would feel like every day I was walking the plank. Like, well, that's my life. It was fun while it lasted. I made some smart investments and I'm good for the foreseeable future. That would have to be me. Be on over Where Are They Now episode. Yeah, there has to be some sort of intelligence behind those thoughts. Because, first of all, what would make you do that? Right? It's one thing to like do it once you know the formula, but what would make you wake up and say, I'm gonna act like an NPC on TikTok Live for hours and come up with some different catchphrases? Like, what would possess you to do that? Somebody came to her in a dream, said, this what you finna do. That's what I want. No, I don't have all oil based. I have different kinds of colored pencils. Some did it outside their house. I used to see these guys that would act like GTA characters, and they would walk like them, and it was so bizarre because they really looked like I was having a hard time. Like, are these real people? Maybe it all started from there. I don't know. Something happened. I'm trying to figure out how much I care about finishing this right now. I don't think I care as much as I should. Because now I'm getting tired. 11:36 p.m. All right, coconuts. Well, this has been fun. The sweater dress took a lot of time. But I am happy that we spent the time doing it. So this is where I'm going to leave it for now until our next session, until we meet again, coconuts. This is Clara and Coco Volume 9, the Spooky Edition. Should be in stock. Last time I checked, should be in stock. It is the new spiral bound version, so I'm very happy with that. I really enjoyed hanging out with you guys, so thank you for keeping me company. Tomorrow's my night off, and it's my son's first day of school, so I will be running through tomorrow morning, all crazy, trying to get back into a routine, so wish us luck. I'll let Michael know you guys wished him a happy first day of 3rd grade. He be asking about y'all. Did the coconuts wish me a happy birthday? I'm like, yup, they did and did. So I'll let him know. And I'll see you guys on Thursday at 9:15 Eastern Standard Time, okay? Yeah, I think that's it. All right. I love you. Good night.